All right, real talk. Those of us who understand the position that we're in history, the position that we're in reference to our culture and in reference to our mind, we have a pretty big job ahead of us because over the course of when you first become conscious, you get like this vigorous kind of like warrior-like energy, and you're really adamant and vigilant about expressing expressing your consciousness in general wherever and whenever you encounter people, right? But as you get older, there's a complacency kind of that sets in. There's a like, well, this is the way it is. You get used to watching the patterns in life, and there's more and more of the chance of not really even taking action to even spread that type of consciousness or repeat that environment that gave you awareness and that made you conscious. And that's something that you cannot fall into. That's a trap, so to speak, that you gotta avoid, or you have to fight against yourself. The reason for this is because the systems, the attitudes that we're fighting against, that created us, the attitudes that created us, the consciousness that created us, the philosophy that created us still exists and is perpetuated by different people at different points in time. And so it's because it's an ideology or ideology, because it's a thought process, and because it's perpetuated by books and by doctrine and by family tradition, it continuously has new people, new movements, new thoughts, not really new thought, but new people, new thought in relationship to being a new person, expressing that thought to promote it and to perpetuate it. And it just never stops. I mean, you have to constantly say what it is that you know, why it is that you know what you know, and give reasons for it and reasons why these are the reasons why this philosophy, and I'm talking specifically about Christianity and all of its variants, Hebrew Israelism, Islam, so on and so forth. They've all done something in Africa. They've all made themselves as far as their stance and position on African spirituality and other spiritualities, well known. They are consistently, up in arms, or they are consistently out here doing their thing, and we just have to consistently be vigilant with it. The same arguments that made us conscious will be the same arguments that make others conscious. The same arguments that promote their philosophy, they continue to talk about it. I mean, the stories continue to persist, and then as some of us find it hard to believe that people still believe that there was a Noah's Ark. We find it hard to believe that people still believe that there was an Adam and Eve, but people's consciousness is still steeped in this. People still believe this. People still defend this, and then people are becoming adamant debaters against anybody who promotes the idea of common sense and decency in reference to understanding what happened in history. And they still want to act as if though this philosophy, this idea, this religion, this spirituality is the one true correct spirituality, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And so there's the tendency for people of consciousness to say, oh, I've been there, done that, I'm tired of it. We can't be tired. You just can't be tired. The reason you can't be tired is because they're not tired. That's the power of the colonial system, is that it's a mindset, it's a mind frame. And that colonials, the power of their system is the fact that it can be repeated inside different people, because it is the thought patterns of people. Peace.